Welcome to our series of video in factoring polynomial. The goal of this video to factor completely. What is the common factor in this trinomial? 2 is the common factor. And here became 9x squared. If I divide 24x divided by 2, I get positive 12. If I divide 8 divided by 2, I get plus 4. Is this trinomial is perfect square? 2 under 2. I can write the first number as perfect square because 3x times 3x get 9x squared. The first number must be perfect square, and the second variable must be also perfect square. 4 also is perfect square. 2 square. Is the first times the last. The first times the second here. 3x times 2. 3x times 2. Multiply by 2 here. Multiply by 2. Did I get 12? 2 times 3 is 6. Times 2 I get 12. Means this is perfect square trinomial. I can write it in this shape here. A plus b quantity square. 2 under 2. Plus a is 3x. B is 2. What is the common factor between 12, 12, and 3? The common factor is 3. If I divide 12 divided by 3, I get 4x squared. If I divide 3 divided by 3, I get positive 1. If I multiply the first, okay. If I divide negative 12 divided by 3, I get negative 4x. Is this trinomial perfect square? 3 under 3. 4x squared, I can write it as 2x quantity square. Means the first one is perfect square, and the last one also. I can write 1 as 1 square. The middle term is negative. If I multiply the first times the second, which is 2x times 1, multiply by 2, did I get the 4? Yes, I get 4x. 2 times 2. Means this is perfect square trinomial. I can write it in this shape here. 3 under 3. Here minus. Here quantity square. The first is 2x. And the second is 1. What is the common factor here? Between x cubed, x squared, x to the power of 1. I take the lowest power, which is x. If I divide 9x squared divided by x, I get 9. And x cubed divided by x to raised to the power of 1. No power means 1 here. When I divide, I subtract the power. 3 minus 1. I get x squared. 6x squared divided by x, I get 6x. I subtract the power also. X divided by x, I get positive 1. Is this trinomial perfect square? X under x. I can write 9 as 3x quantity square. I write 1 as 1 square. If I multiply the first times the second, the first is 3x times the second, which is 1, multiply by 2. Is this give me 6x? Yes, give me 6x. Means I can write this as perfect square trinomial. X under x. Because the middle term is positive, I write positive here. The first one is 3x. The second one is 1. 25x cubed minus 10x squared plus x. What is the common factor? the common factor is x is the lowest power. Here 25 x squared. If I divide 10x squared divided by x, I get negative 10x. If I divide x by x, I get 1. X under x. Is this perfect square trinomial? I can write this as 5x quantity square. I write the 1 is 1 square. If I multiply the first, which is the 5x, times the second, which is 1, multiply by 2, is this give me 10. 2 times 5x times 1, I get negative 10x. Means this is perfect square trinomial, x under x. I factor this as a minus b quantity square. A is 5x. B is, because the middle term negative, is 1. What is the common factor between 50, 20, and 2y? The common factor here is 2. You have y to the third power, y squared, and y to the power of 1. I take the lowest power, means 2y here is the common factor. If I divide 50 divided by 2, I get 25. Y cubed divided by y, I get y squared. 20 divided by 2, I get 10. Y squared divided by y, I get y. 2y divided by 2y, I get 1. Is the first question, is this perfect square? 2y under 2y. And this is 5y quantity square. Because 5y times 5y, I get 25y square. This is 1 square. And always the last term here positive. Is the first times the second. 5y times 1 multiply by 2. Is this give me 10y? Yes, give me 10y. And also this is perfect square trinomial. In 2y under 2y. I can factor this trinomial as a plus b quantity square. Plus, because the middle term is positive. Here the first one is 5y. The second one is 1. What is the common factor here between 3, 18, and 27? The common factor is 3. 3 is common factor. If I divide 3x squared divided by 3, I get x squared. Negative 18 divided by 3, I get 6x. If I divide 27, I get positive 9. The last term always positive when I talk about perfect square trinomial. 3 under 3. The first one is perfect square. The second one also is perfect square because I can write 9 as 3 square. Is the first times the second. Is the first times the second is 3 times x multiplied by 2. I get 6x. Yes. Means this is perfect square trinomial. I write it in this form, 3. I can factor it in this form, a minus b quantity square. A is x and b is 3. This is your homework. Please try those in your own. And if you have any questions, please write it in the comment below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful.